Hey everyone! Have you ever wondered why some days feel rushed from morning to night, while others just flow smoothly without stress?
Oh, yes, that feeling when your alarm goes off and you're already tired before the day even starts.
Exactly, and that's why today's story is something everyone can relate to. Welcome back to Mind Talk Lounge, where real life meets real English.
I'm Liam, and trust me, today's topic is super practical.
In today's episode, we're talking about something simple, powerful, and incredibly useful for your English, a real daily routine.
Right, the kind of routine we all live every weekday. Waking up, getting ready, working, eating, relaxing, and finally going to bed.
And the best part? This story isn't just a story, it's a complete English lesson hidden inside real life.
You'll learn action verbs, time expressions, and natural sentences you can actually use every single day.
So whether you're learning English, improving fluency, or just enjoying relatable content, you're in the right place.
Today, we'll listen to a real weekday routine, then break it down step by step, just like friends talking.
No pressure, no boring rules, just natural English.
Emma, I think they're ready.
I think so too. Let's dive into today's real-life story and meet the person behind it. All right, now that we're all warmed up, let's get into today's main story. This one is special because it's based on a real, everyday routine, something all of us can relate to.
Exactly, and that's what makes it powerful. When you learn English through real life, it sticks better. No fake situations, no complicated words, just natural English the way people actually speak.
Today's story follows a normal weekday routine, from waking up in the morning.
To working, eating, relaxing, and finally going to bed.
While listening, we want you to focus on two things. First, daily action verbs like wake up, get dressed, go to work.
Second, time expressions like 6 a.m., noon, in the evening.
Don't worry if you don't understand every word right now. That's totally okay. The goal is to feel the language first.
Yes, and after the story, we'll break everything down step by step, explain the vocabulary, and even connect it to our own daily routines.
Think of this like listening to a friend talk about their day. Simple, calm, and real.
So grab a coffee, relax, and just listen naturally.
Coming up next, you'll hear the full daily routine story. Listen carefully and imagine the day as it happens. Let's begin. All right, everyone. Now it's time to really dive into Jessie's day. Let's listen carefully to how her morning begins, step by step.
Yes, this is where you'll hear very common English phrases that people actually use in real life. Pay attention to the verbs and time expressions.
Exactly. Jessie, take it away.
Hi, my name is Jessie, and I'm going to tell you about my typical weekday morning. Every weekday, my alarm rings at 6 a.m. I won't lie, I don't enjoy waking up early, but my job starts early, so I don't really have a choice. When the alarm goes off, I slowly get out of bed and walk straight to the bathroom. First, I brush my teeth and then wash my face. That cold water really helps me wake up and feel fresh. After that, I go to the kitchen because the most important part of my morning is coffee. I make a cup of coffee and wait while it's brewing. During that time, I usually check my phone. I look at my messages, read my emails, and sometimes scroll through social media for a few minutes. Once my coffee is ready, I get dressed for work. I usually wear simple and comfortable clothes, like pants and a shirt. I don't like wearing fancy clothes every day. Then it's time for breakfast. My breakfast is usually very simple: toast with butter and jam, and of course, my coffee. Sometimes I also eat some fruit if I have time. At 7 a.m., I leave my house to go to work. I take the bus, and the ride takes about 30 minutes. While I'm on the bus, I usually listen to music or a podcast to relax before work.
That morning routine feels so real, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I love how clear and easy it is to follow. Anyone learning English can copy this structure to talk about their own morning.
And those verbs, wake up, get out of bed, brush teeth, make coffee, these are pure gold for daily English.
Exactly. All right, in part 4, we'll continue Jessie's day and move into her work routine and lunchtime.
So far, Jessie's morning and work routine feels very real, right? Nothing fancy, nothing dramatic, just everyday life. Exactly. And that's what makes this story powerful. It sounds like our lives. Wake up early, rush a little, and try to stay productive.
I really liked how Jessie talked about her commute. Taking the bus, listening to music or podcasts, that's such a common habit now.
True. Commute time isn't wasted time anymore. It's learning time, relaxing time, or even me time.
And did you notice how clearly she explained her workday? Checking emails, working on a computer, having meetings, these are super useful phrases for English learners.
Yes, these are the exact words people need when they talk about office life. Very practical English.
Lunch at noon, bringing food from home, eating with coworkers, it shows balance. Work, but also small breaks to recharge.
And those small details matter. Talking, laughing, sharing a meal, that's real life, not textbook English.
Afternoons can feel long, but Jessie keeps it simple. Finish work, go home, relax a bit.
That relaxing part is important. Sitting on the sofa, watching TV or reading, everyone needs a pause after a long day.
Then comes dinner, family time, maybe a walk. It shows a healthy routine without pressure.
And ending the day with a shower and reading before bed, that's a perfect wind-down habit.
Overall, Jessie's routine teaches us something simple but powerful. Consistency creates balance.
Exactly. And learning English through real routines like this makes everything easier to remember.
All right, so far we've seen how Jessie starts her morning, waking up early, getting ready, and grabbing that must-have coffee.
Exactly. Now let's move forward and see what she eats for breakfast, how she gets to work, and what her lunch routine looks like.
Yes, because these small daily actions are super important when you're learning real, natural English.
After getting dressed, I prepare a simple breakfast. I don't like anything too heavy in the morning. Most days, I eat toast with butter and jam, and of course, I drink my coffee. Sometimes I also have fruit, like a banana or an apple if I have time. At 7 a.m., I leave my house to go to work. I usually take the bus. The bus ride takes about 30 minutes. While I'm on the bus, I listen to music or a podcast to relax. I arrive at work around 7:30 a.m., and my work officially starts at 7:45 a.m. I work in an office, so I spend a lot of time on my computer. At 12 p.m., it's lunchtime. I usually bring my lunch from home, like a sandwich or a salad. I eat lunch with my coworkers, we talk, laugh, and enjoy a short break together. After lunch, I feel refreshed and ready to continue my work.
That sounds so relatable. A light breakfast, a calm commute, and lunch with coworkers? Very realistic.
Absolutely. And notice how clear the time expressions are. 7 a.m., 12 p.m. This is perfect English for describing your daily routine.
All right, now that we've covered Jessie's morning, commute, and lunch,
Next, we'll move into her afternoon work, evening routine, and how she winds down at night.
wow, Jessie, I loved hearing about your lunch break. So what happens after that? How's your afternoon work routine?
Yeah, I'm curious too. I feel like the afternoons are when things get hectic.
After lunch, I continue with my tasks at the office. Sometimes I have online meetings with colleagues or clients. My job involves a lot of computer work and writing emails. The afternoon usually flies by because I'm busy tackling my to-do list.
That sounds so familiar. Many of us feel like the afternoons go super fast.
Definitely. And having those quick online meetings, that's just part of the modern workday.
Totally. After finishing work around 4:30 or 5 p.m., what do you do next, Jessie?
Once I get home around 5 p.m., I like to relax a bit. I usually sit on the couch, maybe watch a little TV or read a book. It helps me decompress after a busy day.
That little relaxation moment is crucial. I do the same, a short pause to reset the mind.
Yes, around 6:30 p.m., I prepare dinner. I like experimenting with new recipes sometimes. Cooking is actually a fun way to wind down for me.
That's so inspiring. Even mundane tasks like cooking can be enjoyable if we add our own twist.
And after dinner?
After dinner, I wash the dishes, not my favorite part, but necessary. Then I spend quality time with my family. Sometimes we watch a movie together, chat, or even go for a light walk.
I love that balance. Work, self-care, and family. A perfect routine.
Absolutely. And even a short walk is a nice way to stay active.
Jesse, your routine is so realistic and relatable. Everyone listening can probably see themselves in this day.
Thanks. I try to make each day productive yet balanced.
Okay, listeners, let's recap a bit. Afternoon work, meetings, finishing up, relaxing at home, dinner, family time, and maybe a little walk. Simple yet effective.
Yep. And we can all take small lessons here, scheduling breaks, spending time with family, and making time for ourselves.
So, Jesse, after spending some quality time with your family and maybe a walk, what comes next in your evening?
Yeah, I'm curious about how you wind down before bedtime.
In the evening, I take a shower to refresh myself. Then I like to read a book for a little while or sometimes listen to an audiobook. It helps me relax before going to bed.
That's the perfect way to unwind. I do the same. A warm shower and a calm activity to finish the day.
Exactly. And I love that you mentioned audiobooks, a great way to learn or just enjoy a story while relaxing.
I usually go to bed around 10:30 p.m. I aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep, which really helps me feel ready for the next day.
That's a solid routine. Sleep is so underrated but crucial for productivity.
Absolutely. And it's great for our listeners to see how a typical weekday flows smoothly with small, healthy habits.
Jesse, your daily routine is both simple and inspiring. I think everyone can take away at least one good habit from your day.
Yes, from morning coffee, commuting, work, lunch, family time to evening relaxation, it's all relatable and realistic.
Thank you. I hope sharing my routine helps others organize their days and find balance between work, self-care, and family.
That's wonderful. Listeners, try to incorporate at least one positive habit into your daily routine today.
Exactly. Even a small change can make a big difference.
And remember, your routine doesn't have to be perfect, just consistent and balanced.
Well said, Emma.
Jesse, weekdays are one thing, but what about weekends? How does your routine change?
On weekends, my routine is much more relaxed. I usually wake up later, around 8 a.m. I enjoy a slow breakfast, sometimes pancakes or eggs, and spend more time with family.
Well said, Emma.
Jesse, weekdays are one thing, but what about weekends? How does your routine change?
That sounds so refreshing. Weekends should definitely be for recharging.
Absolutely. And do you still check emails or work a bit?
Not much. Weekends are for hobbies, reading, maybe a walk in the park, and catching up with friends. I also like to cook special meals sometimes.
Perfect balance. Productivity during the week, relaxation and hobbies on weekends.
Listeners, notice how Jesse balances work and personal time. That's a key takeaway for building a healthy routine.
I hope sharing both my weekday and weekend routines helps you see how to structure your days effectively while still enjoying life.
Jesse, your daily life is a fantastic model for anyone trying to organize their routine.
Yes, from morning habits to evening relaxation and now weekends, it's all about consistency and balance.
Listeners, let's take a quick recap of all the lessons we've learned today.
First, start your day with a small positive habit, like coffee or journaling. Check your emails, plan tasks, and stick to your schedule.
Lunch is important. Take a proper break, eat something nourishing, and connect with colleagues or friends.
Evenings are for relaxation, showers, reading, audiobooks, or light exercise, and don't forget sleep.
Weekends are your chance to recharge, pursue hobbies, and enjoy family time. Balance is everything.
And finally, remember, even small changes in your daily routine can lead to big improvements in productivity and well-being.
Thank you, Jesse, for sharing your story. And thank you to all our listeners for tuning in.
Don't forget to leave a comment about one positive habit you want to try this week and share this episode with your friends.
Keep practicing your English and see how small daily routines can make a big difference. So, Liam, now that we've walked through Jesse's weekday and weekend routines, what do you think our listeners can take away from it?
Well, Emma, I think the biggest lesson is consistency. Even small, everyday actions like brushing teeth, making coffee, checking emails, or cooking dinner, they all add up.
Absolutely. And for our English learners, notice how Jesse uses action verbs and time expressions. Words like wake up, brush, cook, check emails, have lunch, finish work. These are everyday verbs that are perfect for practicing daily conversation.
Yes, and time expressions are key too. 6 a.m., 12 p.m., 4:30 p.m. They help you describe your day accurately.
I love how Jesse also balances work and leisure. That shows our listeners how to organize routines effectively without feeling overwhelmed.
Exactly. And remember, you don't need to copy her routine exactly. The goal is to apply the principles: consistent habits, balanced work and rest, and mindful use of time.
Also, take a moment to notice vocabulary and phrases that are new to you. Try using them in your own routine.
That's right. For example, you could say, I get up at 7 a.m., I make coffee, and then I check my emails. Simple, practical, and totally doable.
Listeners, why not write down your daily routine in English and share it with a friend? That way you practice both writing and speaking.
And don't forget, small habits lead to big improvements over time. Whether it's English learning, exercise, or self-care, consistency wins.
So that wraps up our reflection. Thank you, Jesse, for giving us this incredible peek into your daily life.
And thank you to our listeners for staying with us. Keep practicing your English, stay consistent, and remember, little steps every day make a huge difference.
And that's a wrap on today's episode, Liam. I hope everyone enjoyed following Jesse's daily routine as much as we did.
Absolutely, Emma. It's amazing how much we can learn from someone else's day, both for life organization and English practice.
Listeners, here's a fun challenge for you. Write down your own daily routine in English. Share one small habit you do every day, and try to use some of the new verbs or phrases we discussed.
And we want to hear from you. Comment below with one thing you're going to start today. It could be practicing English, cooking, exercising, or anything that makes your day productive.
Exactly. Interaction is key. The more you practice and share, the faster you improve. Plus, we love cheering for you all.
Don't forget to subscribe to Mind Talk Lounge. Hit that like button and share this episode with your friends who want to learn English in a fun and practical way.
And if you enjoyed today's story, ring that notification bell so you never miss an episode.
Remember, small daily steps lead to big changes. Keep learning, stay consistent, and have fun along the way.
That's all for today. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you in the next episode with more real-life stories, practical English tips, and fun discussions.
Bye, everyone. Keep practicing, stay curious, and enjoy your day.